coaster fans, and thanks for tuning in to another park review edition from Big Guy Rides. We visited the beautiful sunny state of Florida on this coaster trip and headed over to SeaWorld Orlando. This was my last of the 3 SeaWorld parks to visit, and I certainly recommend a stop at any of the parks in this chain. SeaWorld has done a great job of changing their core company image and values and now provide a safe and amazing habitat for many of their animals, and are doing some amazing ocean cleanup, survival, research and rescue, and play a big part in sustainable marine wildlife. SeaWorld Orlando is also one of the most beautifully landscaped parks that I have been to, which keeps in theme with the rest of the SeaWorld and Busch Gardens parks, as they are always some of the most beautiful places to visit. And SeaWorld Orlando has recently been calling themselves the thrill capital of Florida, as they have been adding more and more new coasters. And the first one we went to go get on was called Pipeline Surf Coaster. This is a really cool ride because it's a stand-up coaster. It was made by B&M, which always turn out very smooth rides. This one has over-the-shoulder restraints, and you load in the standing position. It's a little bit tight for taller riders to get in there, but I gave it a size rating XL and a ride rating 9 out of 10. Riders with larger bellies should be okay. As long as you are under about 78 inches, I think you should fit fine. With that said, let's hit the track with Pipeline. Was an awesome ride with Pipeline, and you get some incredible standing air time on those new restraint seats as well. Definitely recommend a stop for anyone on that ride. The cool part about SeaWorld as well is they have some animal exhibits mixed in and around the rides. And after we passed by the flamingos, we headed over to Manta, another coaster made by B&M. This is a flying model where you sit in the seat and it drops you face first and you go through the course like you are flying. These are some of my favorite types of coaster models, and I highly recommend to make a stop over to Manta. They also have some really cool queue theming at this park. And Manta includes some awesome aquariums and stingrays that you can look at while you wait in line. These flying coaster models actually allow for decent room for larger riders. This one we gave a ride rating 9 out of 10 and a size rating XL. I was able to fit pretty comfortably, and as a reminder, I'm about 6'4", 295 pounds. With that said, let's take flight with Manta. What a crazy ride that was with Manta. After you head out of there, you will pass through the gift shop. And then we made our way into the Antarctic section, which has the newest roller coaster in the park. This one is a family coaster, also made by B&M, and happens to feature a couple of different launches, making it a fantastic multi-launch family ride. Being in the South Pole and Antarctic section, this coaster is aptly named Penguin Trek. And this one is really cool because it is centered around not only the coaster, but also the penguin exhibit and penguin research. The queue line is very immersive and also happens to be indoors, which is a welcome sign on a hot day. This is a great ride for families especially. It does have a little bit of tighter seats. We gave this one a size rating of a medium and a ride rating 7 out of 10. As you can see, my ride buddy had to push me in a little bit extra to get me strapped in, but I was able to squeeze in, so let's take a ride. That's a fantastic ride on Penguin Trek, and I would definitely recommend the stop here if you have family or kids with you in the park, as this is one of the best family rides. With that being said, it also does get some of the longest lines, so if it is important to you, I would head to that one early. A cool thing about that coaster is as you exit out, you will pass through actually the penguin exhibit. Get to take an open air look at the penguins, listen to the trainers talk about them and give speeches throughout various times of the day. And as always, you can visit the penguin gift shop on the backside of the attraction. After some coasters, we took a little bit of break and went over to the Dolphin Adventure Show. There are a few different shows throughout the park, including dolphins, orca whales, sea lion and otters. And so if you want to see the shows, I would check the app or the show times upon entrance, as the stands do fill up about 10 to 15 minutes prior to show start. Like I mentioned before, SeaWorld has completely changed their approach, especially on these shows. They are really more about education and conservation than entertainment at this point. And I actually really enjoy the educational aspect that SeaWorld provides, and really want to help recognize the incredible work that they help do for our marine life habitat. If you're unfamiliar with some of the changes that SeaWorld has recently made and how they are making a global impact in marine wildlife, I would encourage you to do some updated research and see the new direction that this company has been going forward with. I am proud to be a supporter. After the Dolphin show, it was time to head out for some more coasters. And we went over to get on the B&M floorless Kraken. This is a very shaky ride and has a pretty bad head rattle. So if those are things that affect you, I would suggest avoiding this one. You will easily be able to see in the POV how shaky this is. We gave it a ride rating 8 out of 10 and a size rating XL. It still provides for some awesome thrills, and there are larger seats in row 3 and 4 for bigger riders. With that said, let's go around with Kraken. Well, that was definitely a fun ride, but a shaky and intense one with the Kraken. After that, we continued heading through the park. And on the backside, as you approach Mako, you will also find the Shark Encounter and some restaurants. The Shark Encounter is very cool to walk through and has a shark tunnel that you can go underneath and see the sea life swimming above. All of the SeaWorld locations have this attraction, but I did think this was the best shark encounter of them all I've been to. This is a walkthrough style exhibit, so that's something to keep in mind if you have little ones that want to go through. They also have a lot of neat facts about sharks. And again, this points to the educational nature that SeaWorld and its company is heading towards. There goes the hammerhead. Located right next door is Mako, another B&M ride. This is a hyper coaster model. This one has some incredible airtime and some very fast speeds, but does have some tighter seats for larger riders. We gave this one a ride rating 9 out of 10 and a size rating of a large. Those with wide hips or large bellies may have a little bit of difficulty getting in, as I had to have the ride op push mine down. But I was able to get strapped in, so let's take a ride. That was a fantastic ride on Mako, and that ride is widely considered to be one of the best roller coasters in Florida. Up next, we went to go see the Sea Lion show. This is another one of their amphitheaters that has specific show times throughout the day, so if the Sea Lion show and Otter show is something you'd like to see, I would recommend stopping to check the show times when you enter the park to make sure you do not miss this. They were having actually some technical difficulties on my visit, so I unfortunately did not get the Otter part of the show. And the regularly scheduled Sea Lion production was also canceled. They just did some unique training and showed us a little bit of features from the Sea Lion and trainers to make up for the technical difficulty. I would still recommend a stop to see the Flippers and Facts Sea Lion and Otter show if it is important to you. After that, we went over to the Sky Tower. This is centrally located in the park and provides some incredible views of Orlando and the surrounding area. One thing to note here, this is an extra additional charge. This costs $6 per person unless you are a Platinum member. Platinum members do get in for free as long as you show your Platinum pass at the ticket stand at the entrance of the Sky Tower. I think this is worth every bit of $6. I gave it a ride rating 4 out of 10 and a size rating XXL. Although it is not that thrilling, it provides some incredible views like I mentioned before, and is a fantastic family ride. Anybody should be able to get on this ride. Let's enjoy the view. That was a really cool ride on the Sky Tower. One unique thing about this park is there's an awesome boardwalk that goes through the center and crosses over the lake. This serves a couple of purposes. One, it serves as a shortcut to get to the other side of the park. But two, it helps to disperse traffic, so not everybody is walking around the same pathways at the same time. If you're over by the Sky Tower, this is the fastest way to get to the backside of the park near Icebreaker and the Orca Amphitheater. You can also take the bridge to get over to the Sesame Street Kids area. Icebreaker is the next coaster that we went to go get on. We gave this ride rating 7 out of 10 and a size rating of a large. This is a premier launch coaster that also features a slide track, which is a really unique kind. And this is the first non-Bollinger and Mabillard coaster that we have ridden at this park. Let's sit back and enjoy the ride with Icebreaker. That was a cool ride featuring the multi-swing launch and a beyond vertical backwards spike. If you sit in the back car, you get some really cool weightlessness on the back of that spike. And after that, we went over to the Orca Encounter. Again, like I mentioned before, this show is very educational themed and focused. And one of the things that we learned about their rescue efforts is SeaWorld has aided in the rescue or recovery of over 44,000 animals. It's really incredible to think about the amazing work that they are doing to help our ocean environment. Located next to the orca habitat is also the Wild Arctic exhibit. This is also kind of near Icebreaker and fits in with the theming. The Wild Arctic exhibit is where you can go see some of their Arctic animals like the beluga whales. And is also a very immersive themed attraction. It truly makes you feel like you are on an Arctic expedition. Sesame Street Land is the last area of the park that we had not visited yet, and we went over to get the coaster credit and carousel. This area of the park gets extremely busy with families and children, so I would highly recommend that you plan your time and days of visit to ensure that you don't hit the longest lines. As you can see, it's a sea of people just to get back to the roller coaster. But once we did go back there, we found Super Grover's Boxcar Derby, which is a zero force coaster. This is obviously designed for kids and has a little bit of small cars to get down into. We gave it a ride rating 5 out of 10 and a size rating of a large. Pro tip, larger riders, cross your legs to be able to fit down easier into this ride. I was able to get strapped in, so let's take a lap with Super Grover's Boxcar Derby. They do have a nice playground area for kids if they want to come and play. And the last ride we went to get on was the Sunny Day Carousel. This is your classic carousel and does feature bench seating. We gave it a ride rating 2 out of 10 and a size rating XXL. Anyone should be able to ride. And there are a couple of rides that we did not get to get on or did not ride this day. One of them was Journey to Atlantis. This is a water ride, and I don't do water rides on our channel, so we skipped that one. As well as the Water Rapids ride. Again, another ride that you will get wet on. And with that said, brings to conclusion our visit to SeaWorld Orlando. I want to say that I had an incredible time at this park, and my girlfriend brought me down for my birthday trip, and I could not be more thankful to her and my family for joining me on the visit. I would highly recommend this park to anybody, including animal lovers and those who are thrill seekers, and those who just want to go have a fun day at the park. There's family activities and something really for everybody at this SeaWorld location. The park is very well kept, clean and tidy, and I look forward to a return visit one day. As with most of the SeaWorld locations, there are a bunch of retail stores as you make your exit and some really nice gift shops. So if you want some merchandise, you can always stop and grab that there. With that said, we ask you to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, when you're at the park, don't be afraid to try. Happy riding, everybody. Thank you for watching Big Guy Rides.